Paul, yeah. I was talking about all of those that are Juris Doctorates, those JDs that are judges and commissioners and magistrates and justices of the various states of the United States, yeah. And most of them own residences. If you really think about the assets of every oath of office, their personal residence is that place that they like to call home. Now, let's say they know my civil rights are being violated. They know my sons are missing and abducted. They know that I've emailed them hundreds, maybe thousands of times, and when they go home to their personal residence, they say, "Oh, it's so nice to be home." But would they ever risk what they actually own because of having knowledge of constitutional violations? And instead of actually enforcing the laws of the United States, they decided that as long as I stay in my home, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Until I sue them or make a claim against every court in every county of the United States. Now, I know that Juris Doctorate would never cause you to think that you were so smart that you would not risk your own home. Now, there's what's known as the homeowner's policy. The premium for a homeowner's policy varies with the type of material a house is made of, the distance from water suitable for firefighting, and the equipment adequacy of your local fire department. These are the basic considerations with any fire insurance. Now, I just wanted to get the homeowner's policy of all the property owned of all of those that are elected or appointed oaths of office in every city, county, state, and federal government employees. About 1.5 million of them. All the homeowners' policies of every lobbyist throughout the United States. I'd like to get the homeowners' policies of every mandatory reporter, those that are teachers and police officers, and those that are superintendents of school districts. I'd like to get the homeowners' policies of all the employees of every private college or university that receives federal funding. Now, let's say there's going to be a fire and your house is going to burn down, but you have insurance, so you think, well, instead of putting the fire out, we're just going to let the thing burn. We're going to let it burn to the ground, and then I'm going to get all that insurance money. I'm going to rebuild myself a new home. Now, when you get an email from a citizen that includes a document that says, well, the petitioner didn't sign it, okay, you have to give actual notice and opportunity to be heard before you can issue a protection order, okay? And you can't issue it for 10 years, all right? Now, I've owned my own personal residence. I owned a home in Sequim, 323 West 1st Street, and I know that homeowners insurance, well, it's almost an obligation to be able to get a mortgage, or they actually, it is an obligation, isn't it? Yeah. A lot of those that are mortgage companies, they don't want to issue any sort of debt to those that borrow from them unless they would be sure that in the event of fire, they'd be able to recoup their losses. Now, I'm just going to need to know the homeowner's insurance of all of those that I'm suing, what personal possessions they have insured in the event of catastrophic loss, their own TVs, stereos, their fine furnishings and interior furnishings, any and all items that they thought worth insuring in the event of tornado, flood, fire, any other natural God-given disaster. Give me the last 40 years of homeowners insurance. Now, Let's say you get sued from me, the American citizen, for not doing what you're sworn. As a condition of employment, you have to have that signed and subscribed sworn oath of office. Yes. And at some times you have to belong to a bar association to be able to be appointed as a Supreme Court justice of any state of the United States. And you find out that my civil rights are being violated, my sons are being held hostage. The whole thing is probably the largest fraud in the history of the nation. And you decide you're just going to go home to sweet home every night. Let's say you call your insurance agent. Well, I got sued. I'm losing not only my house, the place where I've been living at. I lost all my personal possessions. I lost my vehicles, all my lawn equipment. I lost everything because a citizen informed me that my rights are being violated, as are the rights of my family. Now, there's probably a lot of insurance agents going to be saddened at the loss of the clients that they have had for so many decades. So why don't you go ahead and give me the names of the insurance agents and the insurance brokerages that they worked for. Now, let's say you had some sort of top secret agreement with your Fish Family insurance agent. And they pay for a little special privilege. Well, I'll tell you what, Congressman, I can get you a really low rate on your homeowner's policy. Okay, we'll insure everything, all right? I know you only make about $150,000 a year, and those campaigns, they cost money now, don't they? Well, come to find out, your insurance agent isn't the most ethical insurance agent. Now, it could be, when I start looking through the nerve endings of every insurance agent that have teeth in their mouth. If I found out, I wouldn't just take all your personal property, I'd take all the property of your insurance agent.